We're going, instead of having the usual rules where one side moves, the other side moves, and then one side sits there while the other side swoops around on them and then shoots. It's good for the game they have set up for the treasure, but we're trying to make it a little more realistic in this one because we are going to go for a battle. It's fleets against fleets. It's the Pirates of the Caribbean. It's going to be versus the English of the East India Company. So only those ships are allowed that came with that Pirates of the Caribbean set and World's End. But I'm sure there's many games, but the only other game I played that had an impulse movement was Avalon's Hill Flight Leader. And instead of having jets on your board that would, one guy would fly, shoot, the other guy would fly, shoot, you would have impulse movement. So one guy would be able to move only so many hexes, then the other guy, then back to this guy, then the other guy, and back to this guy. And so you were continuously moving at each other, and then you would be able to fire when you chose to do so. So we're going to use sort of an impulse movement here. What we're going to say is, when you go to move a ship, you're only going to be able to move one of its movements first. So if you have an LS, you can choose to move the L or the S, and then you stop. Then this side will go and do that for one player's of his ships. Then you come back to this side, you do the other one, back to that side, the other one, back to this side, then back to that side. Then you come back and do your second impulse. He'll do his second. We'll do the next impulse for each set again, back and forth. And then we move into the shooting phase. Shooting phase will be done simultaneously unless you have a captain. In other words, simultaneously, both sides are going to shoot, then you remove your losses. A captain means you're going to shoot first, and the other side has to remove its losses before it shoots back. If both of your ships have captains that you're shooting at, then it's simultaneous again. So that's what we're going to do. Impulse movement. And that way one side ain't just sitting there while the other player's swooping around on them with these, extra abilities. You're going to see it developing. That way it'll give us more control of how we're going to maneuver our fleets. And I'm not a big fleet player, but I know that crossing the T is a strategy that you use. And that's why these the rules for these is you cannot shoot from this through that mast. It's not allowed. And that's why everybody always tries to get sideways so all your cannons can shoot out like that. And so crossing the T is a strategy.
You don't appreciate
okay,
it.
we're on turn 2. Almost. And
not quite, almost.
We're advancing. Seth, you done with your turn 2?
I got one more.
Alright. And we're advancing up the waterways here.
Wait, so where's the Kraken at?
We're going to allow, this game's more about outmaneuvering your opponent than the regular game, so.
Oh, it's not. Keep him alive.
If you go over this, you get an extra S.
Alright. Alright, bro. Loki, I think we maybe should just chill. They're going to throw their whole army through that.
So do I get an extra S
It's like
now?
chill?
Yeah,
Like,
so you
maybe
touch it. As soon as you touch it.
I will do it next turn, bro.
Maybe you got slightly.
Wait, what's this one?
The walrus? Oh, I forgot. Is the Kraken overpowered?
Yes.
But it was in the Pirates of the Caribbean.
We'll go with
so I gave it to him.
We'll make it historic.
Alright, we're starting the impulse movement, so it's taking a little while for them to get hang of it, but here we go.
I just have one more.
It's the flying. Alright, so
Tactics.
they're having a good time laughing because he just turned all his ships sideways. His 5 and these first.
To go first?
Christopher came up with the wooden wall.
Yep. Where's the other sub at?
Right here.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it. The wooden wall. That's a good name for it.
Wooden ships and iron men. All right, you're 5, Nicholas. So now these are only going to move half of their movement, their first movement. That way, this game was meant to be more maneuverability, but it seems like they're pulling up in front of each other. No one wants to take a chance here, and they're going to watch each other.
We're not even close yet, though. That's the thing.
Really?
Yeah, but you could get close if you were, if you had a helmsman or something.
Kraken's
All right, is that the 5?
Yeah.
Christopher, you're 5.
Alright,
Liam.
can
Now,
the
like
submarine
this,
move
no.
through it or no?
Well, you're underwater. You can go under him, but you can't do anything to
No,
him.
that's what I mean. We can go through each other.
Yeah, you can. Submarines can go under anybody.
You just can't end your movement.
So how fast?
Yeah, you can't end your movement under him.
Here.
He only moves an L.
Alright, bro. I guess just.
All right, look at this line.
Oh, you might be able to hit him. I don't
And
know.
they're keeping this guy back here. And Flying Dutchman is back there in the Pirates. And you have all threes?
All my cannons out.
Okay, so what
Yeah.
are you gonna? You're gonna have to declare when you shoot that fire pot if you want to use it. Okay?
Wait, what does the musketeer do?
I think it's if you.
It's the extra shot or the miss?
Yeah.
It might be a miss or an extra.
It gives you another 3 cannon.
Oh, okay.
Well, you got that?
Yeah.
You turning that over? So
Yeah.
you're turning over.
Yeah, baby. We're turning everything.
Okay.
Come on,
all right.
baby.
Oh! Fire pot hits. Okay. Next.
Tentacles are burning.
Oh! Tentacle hit.
Come on, baby.
Tentacle hit. Missed.
Oh,
Last
yeah.
one.
Come on,
Well,
baby.
you had 5 shots. You shot
I
4.
had 5 shots with a 4-master.
We took a
He
musketeer,
has
baby.
a musketeer. We have First Blood. The Kraken
Yeah, you
hit
eat.
3 mass, and 3 mass were hit on the Kraken, plus a fire pot. That's the big fireball. I just use these fire things
Alright, I'm done.
instead of removing
Alright.
mass because we were breaking the mass too much. So, okay. You're all done with your first move. Anything else?
That's it.
Now it's bothering me, dude.
Huh?
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
And
nice. Cross the T. You see that right there?
Cool.
Classic naval maneuver.
I would do it.
The impulses are done. Now the
Yes,
combat
you
takes
got-
place. Since he had a captain, he got to shoot first and apply his hits. He burnt 2 mass, and there's 2 mass burnt now on the pirate ship, which is the Winch. All right, looks good. We got some engagements going. New round.
Bro, yeet.
So now it's their first impulse move.
I still can't reach. Come on out.
I would if
Come out
I
and
could.
play.
Now, hopefully you get the idea of what we're doing here. Impulse movement. 1 movement at a time for 5 ships at a time. The pirates will go, English go, then another 5 ships of the pirates. They maneuver around, then simultaneous combat with captains shooting first and getting first shot on any ship without a captain. If they both have captains, simultaneous shots. Both sides were playing real conservative up to this point, but then they started going for broke. I like how the pirates are really putting their force, massing their forces pretty good at the point of contention here.
Yeah, hold on.
You saying I'm gonna get that, boys?
Okay?
The Hound is SL. I know that.
Okay. And then it's this guy. What's this guy back here, Liam? Or that's yours, the Edinburgh. You have this guy too,
Yeah,
and then that one.
He only has 1 L though.
Okay, so he's done. No helmsman.
No.
Okay, and then this one. All right. Ooh,
decent.
that's 7.
Oh,
That's 8. So
Crap.
Seth won that boarding party.
No.
Take a crew off.
No.
All right, so far it looks like the pirates have the edge over the English. Not by much, but it looks like they have the edge. But I do like the pirates
Or should I move this
maneuvering, especially how they maneuvered around this side on you guys. Good move.
You
Good
can
move.
see now a lot of ships are engaged, and you can see except for those ones moving around the flank, but it comes down to now who you want to shoot, who you want to ram, and there's quite a few ships here that you can see are burning and are derelict, and they're just leaving them alone and moving on to other ships that are damaged yet.
What else you got?
You still have the Success, the Dauntless, and the Traitor.
Trying to figure out which one is which. I still don't even know the names of the ships.
Success, Dauntless, and Traitor.
The successes are.
The trader's derelict.
They're both derelict. And
Success is derelict.
And then you have the Dauntless.
That's what I just did.
Dauntless is here.
That's it. Then.
What about the
Go.
Okay, he's done.
No, the Endeavor's
Seth, the round corner there.
What happened to my stick?
I think there's one on the ground.
All right, so ships are dropping here with some mean battles going on.
How fast
That's
is this
alive.
guy? Just an S?
That's
Yeah.
live.
English have lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ships. And the pirates have lost 1, 2, and they have lost the Dutchman, but the Dutchman's eternal, and he's going to come back in.
Oh, should I put
Then they're
my-
going to bring, then
On your
they're going to
turn.
bring the Black Pearl back in.
Yeah.
Oh my god, so the pirates are...
Dude, that's why I look good.
Yeah, they want, yeah, of course.
So, well, that's
I
good.
mean,
We'll
I can
keep
do
going
that with
to
the subs
Alright,
too.
Alright, we'll do that with the subs.
Good game.
All right, guys, good game. Looks like the pirates took the edge. What do you think?
I think it was uneven.
Okay, because why?
They have the Flying Dutchman, Black Pearl,
Which was
respawns,
eternal. Which
both-
was eternal.
Both respawn.
Well,
Or you get another Black Pearl.
yeah,
That's
just
even
you got an
stronger.
extra Black
The
Pearl.
Flying Dutchman and the Pearl
Yeah.
haven't done anything.
Davy Jones gets
Yeah, the
to
new
get
versions, they
each
do
eliminated crew gets a chance to go back, and he gets to re-roll for that. He has 2 ships that can't be hit, and he has a Kraken.
And he has
Only
a
by
bunch of
long
ships
range.
that have
Only
only-
2 ships by long
The only
range
good-
cannons.
The only good things that we have are the subs and the ship that eliminates 2 mass.
In the middle, that there was a turn or two there in the middle where you guys, it was like separated by like this far, Liam, by your ships, and you guys just, it's your turn, and I'm thinking, dang, I mean, it should have just went out and eliminated a couple ships. You could have like that, and you didn't. You
But
just
it goes
sat there. You just
it
said,
goes
well,
simultaneously.
only if they had a captain. I would have used my captains.
Yep.
I'm just saying, I saw a little weakness right there where you didn't jump on them when you could have.
Liam, what we did is we
Anyways,
took our small ships and made a screen here, and then we took our powerful ships and punched a hole right here.
he overpowered one side.
Well, with overpowered army.
Well,
No, it wasn't even that, dude. It wasn't even that.
all right, nice game. What did we just hear?
We'll play the Pirates and beat them.
Ooh, and
play
what'd
it.
you say?
Dude, we'll take the English and kick
Okay,
your
so
ass.
now they think it's an unfair matchup, so they're going to switch sides. All right. You in on this one?
Huh? When?